Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's the start of the second week of the school year, and yes, I am well aware of the fact that I did not post anything else after the first day of school last week. I did attempt to, I promise. Last week was a rough week, and not that I necessarily expect this week to be better in some ways. I hope it is. Now that we're trying to somewhat get back into the swing of things. I struggle with this. For those of you who may not have seen some of my videos from last year, I have a condition. Right now, my holding diagnosis is fibromyalgia because they don't really know what's going on with me. Essentially, there are times where I can't move without assistance. But every moment of every day, I am in pain at some level. Even now, as I'm sitting here recording this. And yes, I take my medicine. Yes, I do exercises and stretches and things like that. A lot of doctors especially will try to blame it on my weight. I watch what I eat. Am I super careful? No. But I minimize where I can. I watch how many carbs I take in, those sorts of things. I try to do everything humanly possible to take care of myself. And yet here I am. To that end, I've been dealing with that for at least 6 years now, if not longer. Some of this probably started back when they claimed it was just growing pains when I was growing up. Some even try to push it off as arthritis that I inherited. Guess what? No arthritis showing up in any of my blood work. The closest they've come was I think it was an MRI they had done, and that was just last year, within the last few months at least, I think, of my lower back. They are just starting to see a little bit of arthritis possibly in my lower back area. Even though I know rheumatoid arthritis runs in the family, RA runs in the family, I keep telling the doctors my grandfather's hands were a classic model of what RA looks like. And my mom's hands aren't much better. They're better now than they were while she was working. But that's because since she retired, she's not typing as much. But she's still using her hands. She's crocheting a lot. She'll cook when she's able to. So she does things in a more relaxed manner. Now, I'm bringing this up because last week, so I started off at open house. I actually had a student suggest that I had retired at the end of the last year due to everything that had happened. It's like, nope, I'm still here. And then within the first couple of days, I actually had a student suggest that all I did was sit around on my butt last year. It's like, okay. And then somebody else at the end of and towards the end of the day, one of the last 2 days last week, they started asking me why I'm using a cane. And one of my dear hearts, who has no filter, as he was heading to bus or PD bus or latchkey, freely shouted out over his shoulder, "It's because you're old." I'm only 43, folks. I'm only 43. And I know it seems old to the kids I teach. And I'm okay with that. I mean, I've earned everything, honestly. Well, okay, to be fair, a lot of the pain and stuff that I go through, I didn't earn that. That came with, those are basically, it's part of how I grew up. Because all that trauma that I went through growing up, that is now starting to be acknowledged as trauma, does not help matters. The stress I go through as a teacher feeds into it as well. Well, stress in general can cause issues with your body not to function correctly. But I try not to focus on it. I really do. This week I hope to get my kids started with hip-hop dancing. I'm not sure how that's gonna work with my legs being the way they are, but we're gonna try it. Because their dance program is less than a month away. It is 3 weeks away. And one of those weeks is, we lose 2 days because of Labor Day and District in Service. And then the other 3 days of that week are half days for us because we have our conferences. Don't get me wrong, I love conferences. I love getting in touch with parents. And I make this joke about, I need these memes. Art reflects life sometimes, and all I can think of is the scene from Meet the Robinsons of the T-Rex going, you know, I've got this big head and little arms, and I don't think this plan was thought very well through. I'm just gonna roll with it. I hope y'all have a lovely Monday. I'm sure I will. My goal this year really is just to have a joyous time learning with the kids. And we'll do what we can, and what we can't do, we won't do. So until tomorrow, or whenever I record next, take care, stay safe, hopefully be healthy, and I'll see you then. Bye.